Well, it's been a minute, and I gotta be honest, I don't even know what's really going on the farm anymore. So we gotta go around and take some inventory. We got chickens, and chickens, well, actually look like they need a little bit of food there. I wonder if I can pick that up by hand. Hello? Can I? Sir? Nope, can't. Okay, well, I found a tractor. I just don't know where the forks are on it. But clearly the greenhouse and chickens are all going here. We have a harvester that is actually leased, and it seems that we've got a lot of this harvested. Do we have anything left, or can I get rid of that? This little field here has been giving us little silage bales, and back here on the backside behind the creek, it looks like we're done over here too. I don't think we need the harvester anymore. Dude, it took me like 2 years to find these forks. Okay, fine. All the chickens have feed all of a sudden? Wait, really? I spent all this time trying to hunt these forks down to give you feed, and now you good. I swear. All right, well, that's fine. So it has been a while since I've been in this game, but we don't need that combine. We'll go ahead and return it because I hope I don't need it again, question mark? I don't think I did. And though it's been a while, it's actually not a bad thing because it helps me understand what you guys have been doing in your series and lets me take a little bit of your advice. So I agree with a lot of you that we should plant all of our fields to be the grass. That way we don't have to keep managing, getting a combine, trying to do our little fields. We don't really have that much. And so it would make sense to make it all grass and focus on the silage bales. I like that idea. So I think we're going to go ahead and pivot towards that. We got the greenhouse and we have the chickens, and I'm going to go ahead and keep them. They're not going to hurt anybody, and we can continue working on that. The part that I'm missing is I'm trying to remember whether or not we did or did not buy this oil mill. I am pretty sure we did. And if we did, that is unfortunate. Though productions is a great option for us to do, if we're doing grass, I would much rather do sheep, though we definitely do own this place. Huh. Oh, man. What did I spend on it? How much? What's it worth right now? It's only $31,000? Oh, well, we got to keep it. Okay, well, fellas, we'll have to figure out a way to handle that. We'll have to eventually get a bigger field and just and get that solely to run our oil. But I suppose to start, we need to get all these bales off the field now. We've got a lot of straw bales that we got off of our harvest. So I'm going to use our pallet forks to move these, and we have the silage bale movers, wherever those may be. I have no idea. And we'll use those to move that bale, and I think those bales over there in that tiny field as well. But this July, we might as well go ahead and plant the rest of the grass and just really start to focus in on that. I like that idea. You guys are giving good ideas in the comments down below. So do continue playing along with this series and let me know how things are going for you in your playthrough. As you guys know, things have, they definitely could go better in ours, but I'm really not that upset about it. Like, honestly, to me, this has been a learning experience. I wanted to come into this with all my farm sim knowledge kind of stripped away. I wanted to take it down to the basic thoughts of, like, how do you play this game? And I wanted to explore from there and try to understand the different aspects of the game and learn it from the ground up as if we were a brand new player. And by doing that, we've made a lot of fun decisions, we'll put it that way. Oh, wow, we talk about turning a bale on its side. Woo. But the point is that we've been learning along the way, and that's what I've wanted to do this entire time. The more that we change, the more we improve, then hopefully the better we get at this. Now, one of the things is I know a lot of people have wanted me to slow things down. Previously, we would be running through an entire year in an episode, more or less. And the initial purpose of that was for the solar panels, trying to get those to generate income quickly. The thing is I actually ran a little test, and, well, you guys will see how that goes once that video releases. But let's just say, though, the solar panels and the medium wind turbine are a really good option for generating income, they still are going to take a very long time. So we're actually going to see better luck slowing things down, doing some contracts, getting some extra money coming in, and really trying to maximize the profits off of our land. So unfortunately, owning that oil mill is going to be a little bit of a downside for a while, but it's fine. It's just something we invested in you know, a little hastily, and we don't really have the capacity to support at this time. It's not... What the heck? Y'all watch that Bale just say, no, buddy. I saw you taking my cousins. We all gonna get sold to the market. I'm out of here. Free me. All right, you know what? I'll give you a chance. Somebody start a petition in the comments down below. You want this Bale to be freed? Get your comment to 5,000 likes. Good luck. The videos don't even hit 5,000 likes. For real, though, this Bale wanted to be free. I think we'll give him some respect and put him... we'll put him up on the roof above all the others because we'll make this the king straw bale. Ooh. You know what? I would have done you the honor, but I can't reach. So you'll just sit on top of the other bale, and we'll consider that the honor. How about that? Fantastic. Okay. Well, I have an idea. I'm going to continue moving these bales, and then I'm going to run inside of that barn and drink from the hose for a little bit of water because I must be getting a little delirious. I'm talking to these bales like they're real. I still got more straw down here to bale. Mamma mia. I got so much grass to do too. Oh no. Boy, I really didn't finish my job, did I? Okay. Hey, we got some honey here. What's the honey worth right now? Honey is not at the high. The high is in February, so we're gonna wait a little while until we try to sell that. I need to get me a bale barn. That's what I need to get. We need to look into one of those. I think we could actually probably get this building tore down and put it here. We might look into that. I'm gonna see what the bale barns might cost, and we'll see if we can put one in there. But for now, I'm just going to continue. Do I really want to continue moving these bales up? Yeah, I do. All right, so that's all the straw bales that we got from our field. I'm going to drop our little pallet forks right there because we need to use what I can only describe as our marshmallow picking gloves. Honestly, I don't know what else to call these. They're the special forks that don't puncture the silage bale, you know? They look like marshmallows, so I like to think that we're at a campfire, and this is my marshmallow picking stick thing, you know? It works pretty good, eh? I just need somebody to give us like a really giant placeable fire so I can just pull up there with a tractor holding it. I'll tell some camp stories, you know? Perhaps in the winter months when we're not quite as busy, they can partake in a little bit of tomfoolery. But for now, we got to move these marshmallows off our field before they rot, you know? You don't want your marshmallows to rot. And now that they're off that field and in a different pile of grass, they're totally gonna be okay. We saved them. Okay, so we got all of our marshmallows moved over there. We're doing good. Deer, get out of here. I don't farm you. Oh, we almost got him. Hey. My gosh, the deer's the Terminator? Okay, so if we take a look, we've got a large rake. We do have a large rake. Probably could upgrade the mower. We've got a little fertilizer. We've got a planter. We've got the baler. Honestly, we're doing pretty good on equipment here. We need to get that all baled up. We need to get all that ripped up. So we're going to need a plow to get these fields ready. I don't know if I really need a plow, but maybe we'll harrow, eh? Anybody want to do a little disc harrowing? Well, these tractors are kind of nice, though. Look at that. We could get a 6R. Woo! Hey, that'd be nice. 280 horsepower. Hey, we'd be living good. What the heck? 50% off on that sucker? You kidding me? How much? 118? I don't have it. Oh! I was going to tell you, we're changing some rules. That's fun. Don't you love rule changes? I'm going to let myself take loans because it's an aspect of the game that exists, and if we're trying to earn $1 billion realistically, well, that's how you're going to do it. All right? You got to leverage money. So I'm going to remove that restriction, and I'm going to allow myself to take out whatever loans we need to do to operate and pay them off however we see fit. I just want to play the game. That's more or less the restriction. So with that in mind, let's actually think about doing a little investing. We've got $200,000 in the loan right now and $71,000 in the bank. We can borrow a bit more money, up to about $500,000 if we need to, meaning we've got $300,000 to work with. Now, obviously, I don't want to spend all of that money, but we can probably use some of it. Getting another tractor wouldn't be a bad idea. We often do complain about not having enough tractors, and if we're doing hay, we actually won't need more horsepower than this. And we could try to get this, but again, I just don't think we're going to be able to pull it, so not even worth looking. We need to see what else we might need for our hay and silage farm. Now, we've got different mowing options in here. I think the one that we have is this fella right here. Now, you can and should get it going with this front mower. We do not currently have the ability to use that on this tractor, so we might have to change the front of our tractor around. We have a bale wrapper. We have no bale loaders. Those would be nice to get. Grassland care is probably a good idea since we're going to have a lot of grass. This maxi roll, probably a good idea since we're going to have a lot of grass. And in fact, we can get it to be a cedar as well, and we can get rid of our planter, and we can just use this if we really wanted to. Or we could just keep the planter. I mean, it's only worth $9,000. It don't hurt us to have it. But the John Deere does have a front end that would work on that mower. Though it's physically overkill for that mower, we could do it. We could also just upgrade our mowing package, which is probably a better idea. So let's, oh man, that's only, okay, let's just keep that. Only $2,000 worth on that mower. We can use it on this other tractor, maybe, or something. I don't know. It depends if I can hire a worker to mow. I don't really remember. But if we look in here at our different options, I do really like this mower. I've used it a lot. It's a great option, and it's probably the one that I want to go with. I honestly, it's just because I'm partial to it. This mower, just a little too big. I'm glad it said I don't have the money because I didn't want to buy it in the first place. But I don't know. We will think about that a little bit here. So we're going to need anywhere from $25,000 to $52,000. And I think we'll just temporarily get one of these, which is going to take a couple grand. We already have that covered. We don't need to worry about that. That's so we can then get it all planted. Aside from that, maybe a trailer would be nice. Something to haul bales on would definitely be preferable. Now, I don't know what we have for options. Let's see what we've got. We own this trailer, so we might actually be able to change it over to rock bales by just taking the sides off. So we will have to look into that. I think that's the trailer we own, or we might have actually went ahead and bought one of these. Yeah, we did. Oh, okay, well, we won't really need that if we're not doing grain, so we could probably use that money. Okay, after our quick little brainstorming session, I know what I want to do. So first thing to start, I want to get this windrower hooked up and ready to roll to put these little sections together, because I want to have that cleaned up before we come in here and rip the rest of this up. Because if we rip up the area around the grass, it actually will take that away. So we're going to put that down, turn it on, and get this all mixed together. We're going to have a tiny little bit of straw on our grass. Charge extra. Oh, a little off there, Jake. Oh, geez. Oh, you're a little curvy, bud. Hey, fella? Don't make the cops pull you over here in town. They're going to see that curvy line back there and think, hey, now what's the farmer been up to? When we do plant all of this, I'm going to maintain all the driveways. I don't want to take them away because eventually we're probably going to want them back. Because all of these little fields around here, I imagine, will make into barns and pastures and pens and so on. And we'll have our fields just a little further out. So I think for the future of our farm, we're going to go ahead and keep those in there. I'm going to stop here, do that stretch up and down the other direction. And we also, I guess, have a little straw there to take care of. I'm just going to till that into the soil. Yep. If you don't say nothing about it, I ain't either. Let me put it that way. All right. There we go. Final headland pass on this little grass section. Nobody gonna hit me? Okay. Just making sure. Sometimes they'll do that out here in these parts. You got to be careful. It feels really, really good to be back on our Billionaire series. I absolutely love playing this series. It's a ton of fun to just get on, play the game, grind it out, you know, have fun, managing it all, trying to earn a little money, which is kind of surprising to me, honestly. For the longest time, I've always thought, like, you know, Farm Sim, its biggest thing is mods. And while mods definitely do improve the game to a significant degree, we're playing a relatively base game experience here. I mean, I don't even have DLCs running, and we have 2 mods, and one of them gives you the year counter. That's not very exciting. And the other one tells me how full trailers are when I hover over them. That's also not very... We still had straw in this? I guess we are going to go down there and finish those 2. But yeah, that's also not very exciting. So I guess we're just going to come down here and bale this up and see if we can't get one more bale. I'm going to get this last bale out of here, and then I'm not going to bale the rest because I don't want to be stuck with straw because I got to switch over. I got to do the other one. How much you going to take, buckaroo? You hungry, hungry hippo, you? Good Lord. I love this baler, man. I'm glad that we bought it on sale. I know it was kind of, you know, criticized there because we didn't use it for a little bit. But, like, long-term game, I had a feeling you were going to like it. Oh, that's exactly it. That's enough. No more. No more. No more straw for you, sir. I'm cutting you off. Your diet's done. Zippo. Oh, yep. Go ahead and dump that. Thank you. Okay, well, while we're attached, we might as well bale these up as well. So we'll put our head down, turn it on. Sir, wait back there. Don't buddy pull up behind me. I'm operating my tractor. You gotta be careful. I see nothing but a grass line for the entire horizon, boy. Good news is, if we ever need a snack, we're like right across the street from the gas station. Oh, Jake, you weren't paying attention, buddy. Oh, gee, back up. You were gonna miss some of your grass. So there you go. It's wrapping it up. So this baler does two jobs. It bales and it wraps. Otherwise, we would have had two separate machines, and we'd have done this twice. We bought this baler on sale. I forget what the sale was, but it was a pretty decent deal. And it does the job of two pieces of equipment. I genuinely can't be happier that we have this. In fact, while we're at it, we probably should also take a look at the contracts we were talking. No, those are chickens. Those chickens cannot do contract work. I don't think that's possible. But contracts were something that a lot of you brought up as a really good money maker. So we've got some good options. Got a lot of baling here, and baling can be pretty involved. You got to mow, you got to do all the work, you got to tet it, lada. But who says lada, dude? What? Yada, 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 yada. But there is good money in it. I mean, this one, $24,000 all the way down to what, $4,000 is still pretty decent money. Otherwise, we've got some harvesting contracts right now, and, well, I don't have that equipment, so we're going to ignore those. But once we get the fields planted here, we're probably going to tune in to some of those contracts and see if we can't make a little bit of money. Ooh. Okay, we're going to have to learn how to make turns with this baler if we're going to be doing a lot of contracts, that's for sure. Guess we have time to learn. Okay, well, we did not get enough to finish off this bale. Oh, we got a little stretch down here, actually. Maybe we can pick a little bit of this up. I doubt this is going to be enough to finish it off. But at least all of this is going to be cleaned up and ready for us to go through and get planted. So I'm going to go ahead and run this baler back over to the barn, park it, and we are going to head down to the store, lease a harrow or something, whatever we need, disc harrow, plow, whatever we end up using. And we're going to get that ripped up. Learn how to back up a baler, Jake. I know it's hard, but you can do it. You can find that one on Spotify. I want to see what well, it says it's about 49%. So add 49% on top of that, and that's theoretically what it would be more. Okay. I see you. That's how math would work. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I was about to say I want to see how much one of these would have normally costed, but I'm very tempted to buy this 6R. I know that at the moment, it really doesn't make sense. It would have if we were still doing grain crop to some degree, but if we're doing the silage bales, I'm not really so sure. But we could use our loan to try and make it so we're not wastefully owning that oil mill down there. Remember when I said I don't want to use all of our loan? Well, I'll keep biting my tongue on it, and we'll just start with a lease of this so we can get everything ripped up and ready to be planted. I'll keep thinking about it here, and we'll see what we end up doing. We have $69,000. That's a nice number to sit on. We're going to go make a little bit more money. All right, time for this thing to unfold. Now, I'm pretty sure this takes 180 horsepower, and that's exactly what we've got. We might not be heavy enough, but we're going to see what happens. I'm going to look like a little kid trying to play, play basketball with his older brother and his friends out in the yard, Just out in the driveway, he's out there running around, the ball's bigger than he's capable of even dribbling. That's what I feel like right now, but we're getting it done. Look at us. Just like that boy's mama would be. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this series just allows me the opportunity to get on here and make really stupid jokes for a nice 30 minutes, And if you think this series is full of stupid jokes, wait until you see the American Truck Sim series. If you haven't checked those out, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but, we're pretty close to having the front two fields all ready to be planted in grass. Once we get these fields done, we got to move beyond those trees in that barn to our back field and get that one ready to be planted as well. And just like that, I've done a complete headland around the entire field. We're going to set a worker up to continue, and we are going to move on to this barn right over here. So it's currently got a bunch of bales stacked in front of it. It's not worth anything, so let's just get it taken out of the way Okay, so we can build a new hay barn or bale barn on it. Now, this is about the size of what we're going to be working with. And as we can see, it's not going to fit in here, at least with these bales all stacked here. Unfortunate, because I just put all these bales here. We might be able to just put it right there. Just barely. I think that's going to be about our only option here. I guess that's going to have to be the case. We need to move that, and that means now we do need another tractor. Huh? Hey, look at that. We suddenly have a cause. Let's go borrow money. Okay, so I want to borrow enough to make sure we can get that tractor, and I know we're probably going to want to get some other stuff, but I don't really want to worry about that right now. So I'm going to take us up to about $170,000. So we added $100,000 in debt just now, and we're going to buy that tractor, which is $118,000. Now, what? You know what? Just because it's on sale doesn't mean we have to buy it. Let's look at that within that price point and see what we could get. So for within the same price point, we could go up to a Case Maxim, which is 175, so that would actually have more horsepower. Or we could do like a 6M 140. Okay, that would still have more horsepower. Okay, so let's see medium. What could we do in medium? Well, not a whole lot. I mean, we could maybe go up to 175 horsepower here. You know, we could get into some... this is tough. It's 190 there. Well, all right. You know what? It's looking good, especially seeing all the 6R here is starting at $233,000. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull the trigger on it. Let's take this thing and make it ours. We're down to $49,000 in the bank account. We were at 69 just a moment ago. So you can see where we're sitting at. We're about to spend another 20. So we're going to be hurting for money a little bit, but we still have room to borrow if we need. You know, I don't know quite what else to spend our money on yet. I want to get back and just make a little bit more progress before we decide on that. So we're going to go ahead and head back in our new to us 6R. This thing's got 30 hours on it, and it's actually in good condition. It doesn't have any, it didn't have much for repair need. It's well over half here. It's about 3/4 of the way, and it can drive about 32 miles an hour here. Another fast tractor on the farm. This one has a lot of horsepower, good buddy seat in there, and it's got the GPS globe up there. Now I need to ask you guys, does that mean I can use the GPS mod? I know we've been mostly playing this base game, but if you guys are willing to start introducing mods slowly and you know, learn them and progress as we go, then I'm down to introduce the GPS mod if you are. Though to get that to work on this tractor, it will be another $15,000 in software. So that's just an add-on in the store is all. But as you can see, our hired worker actually ended up stopping, but we're going to swap out the little tractor on this for our bigger John Deere with 280 horsepower, well over 100 horsepower needed for that tool. Look at that size difference. You can just ever so see it. That thing's just a little bit beefier, a little bit meatier. But still, two very good tractors. I'm happy we have them. But we're going to get the John Deere lined up and ready to work on this field. And we're going to steal that other tractor to move them bales out of the way for that bale barn. Whew! Check it out. We got all the bales moved away from that spot. The building is sold, and we are ready to finally place down our own bale barn. So we're going to take the bale barn that's in-game here for $29,000. We're going to try and stick it into this spot. Now, don't quite fit. It's a little strange, it's a little arky, but we're gonna figure out how to get it in there. All right, I think right there's gonna have to do. We're gonna place it down. We're down to $20,000 now. That is a ooh, that's ugly. Ooh, that bad. Ooh, that bad. Let's find out if it works, because if it works, yeah, it's not the end of the world. I guess I gotta put marshmallows in there first. I was kind of lame, dude. I wasn't thinking about putting marshmallows in there right now, but, you know, I guess I could take them over to the campfire. You gotta get them where I can grab you first. Come here. Hungry hippo. Come here. Good Lord. By the way, we did get everything tilled up with the John Deere over there. We need to return that tool, but I haven't wanted to do it yet because I didn't know if we would need it just yet. I wanted to get that field planted right there. We haven't moved on to planting yet. I just was moving these bales out of the way, getting that bale barn put down. We were $20,000 right now. We're probably gonna, I swear, never gonna. You gotta line up just right, Jake. Gotta line up just right. Yay! What I was gonna say is I don't know what we're gonna do financially here. I would like to take out another loan and use that. But that's only if we need it. You know, if we have more that we need to spend, which sure, there is always more to spend, but whether or not we really can afford to do so right now is the question. Well, it's definitely not pretty, but it is working, so I'll take it. It's going to make it so those bales are less laggy, a little easier to store in there. That's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice feature for our farm. And now that spot actually has a use, where previously that barn was worthless. So overall, I think we're talking about upgrades, people. Upgrades. You know what I mean? We're talking about the movie Robots with... Anybody remember Robots? But you guys get the idea. I'm going to sort through the rest of these bales, and I'll catch up with you all in a second. But as I do, I just want to say real quick, thank you all so much for liking this series. I know I've been loving playing this. It's been a ton of fun just kind of sitting here playing the game, grinding, trying to figure out what's working. I've been loving reading your guys' comments down below, telling me what y'all been doing and, you know, taking your ideas and trying to implement them myself. So it's been a ton of fun. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are along with it as well. Just wanted to say thank you for joining the ride, and I really do appreciate y'all. In January, when we started this series, more or less, we ended up having the best January that we've ever had on the channel. You guys actually, 12,000 subscribers decided to join the community in January, which is just incredible, and I can't thank you guys enough. So I'm going to finish finding marshmallows, and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got all of those moved, but I need to get fuel in this tractor, so we're going to stop for a second and move on. So as you guys can see, the silage bales are all put into the barn, and we've got those remaining right there. We can come over here and put gravel down. We'll do that in a little bit. Actually, you know what? We will expand that someday. I don't want to spend more money, so that's good. There we go. But what I do want to focus on is getting this tractor rolling with planting. Oh, I still have some bales over here. Dang it. So we shouldn't need that till anymore. The reason I was holding out is we may borrow money to get a little bit more land, just because we really need more land. We need more to operate, more to farm in order to earn some money here. So I was thinking about getting some more land. And if we do that, we might need to till some of it up. So I wanted to hold on to that until the end of the day since we've already leased it. But what I need to do is take this down to the store, and we're going to fill it up with whatever it needs for seed and if it takes fertilizer. And we're going to get ready to plant here today. I think... Can this do grass? Please tell me. It cannot. We're going to turn around, and we're going to take this back. Oh, man. Okay. So we need to acquire a planter that can plant grass, but we don't really need to own it. We can just lease it. So that's probably what we'll do. Let me go look at the store. Yo, what up, Mr. Cedar? I'm here to pick you up, take you home. Did you order an Uber? Imagine your Uber shows up in a John Deere with a buddy seat. What you doing? I'm getting in that sucker. Yes, sir. We riding all the way to McDonald's together. Getting him a one piece. Okay, we're back at the farm. I'm gonna... Whoop! I got a used John Deere tractor with a brand new seeder for sale. There is slight damage on the passenger side. Nothing really to be concerned about. Just a little light paint, you know, chippage here and there. I think a couple branches might have scraped it. No, you know, nothing crazy. But yeah, if you're interested, leave it in the comments down below. Let me know. Best offer wins. But I want to get this thing rolling to see if we can use it to plant. We should be able to. It's shed cedar, you know, and generally that means plants. So I'm thinking we on the right track here. We're going to hire a worker to go through and plant that field. I'm hoping that that actually ends up planting. Let's see. Yes, it is planting grass. So we're getting grass fields. Finally, this is going to be turning into a hay farm. Woo! Fun fact, when I was a younger child, we did a lot of hay in real life on our farm, and I helped my dad with that quite often. And to the point where my dad and I kind of started to plan a company where I would, it was called Jake's Hay and Cattle Company, and I had little business cards already and made up. And the plan was, well, we did a lot of hay, so I was going to sell hay. I was going to put it in trailers, send the trailer out, let it park at the farm, and once the trailer was empty of hay, they'd call and say, hey, trailer's empty. Boom, that's fine. We'll come pick up that trailer, drop you a new trailer, right? Like that was kind of the method to the madness, the idea. Is this not going to take straw? Please, Okay, good. Whew. But then there was also cattle because I was pretty darn good at raising cattle and picking cattle. I did a lot of livestock judging when I was younger. I was in 4-H and FFA very heavily. From the time you could start to the very last year you could be in it. I have more trophies and ribbons and medals in those sorts of things than I could hang on a wall. So it was just like, as a kid, naturally you're like, well, I can do that. I do it now, so I could do it in the future. So that was like my plan. Anyways, it's fun to kind of sit here and farm sim, right? And think like, hey, in some capacity, I kind of did do that, Like here I am, this is my job, and I'm more or less, I'm on my way to building Jake's Hay and Cattle Company here in Farming Simulator. All right, we have got all those bales put into the barn, so I'm going to park this tractor here before we do run out of fuel. The greenhouse is all running. It's got water, tomato, lettuce, strawberries all going in there. We do have oats sitting in this trailer, about 11,500 liters. I don't know if those oats are for anything in particular. I don't think they are. I think we could actually just sell them. The question I have is, when do they sell? So they sell at a high about 641 in December. So we need to go ahead and wait a little bit on that. So we might as well move on to, I suppose we have a couple bales I accidentally left out there we can pick up. But this guy, as we can see, planted this entire first field. He's got to go over to the second half right on the other side. So we can go ahead and fire it up, move on over that way. We didn't use but half of our seed, so this other half should take up this rest of the tank, and then we should have to refill. I kind of want to get rid of that honey that's sitting there. When does that honey sell at a high? What's the price right now? We might just go ahead and get rid of it. So honey is selling at about 925 to 970, and its high is about 1,108. So we're pretty far down on the low here. I'd really like to wait and go towards that high. So maybe we will hold on. Actually, I can put that over in that. I think, no, is that one a bale barn or is bale and pallets? Let me look. Bale and pallet. Okay, so we can put the pallets over there too. We're going to do that. So let me get this fella. You know what? Let me line them up there at that end because that's going to be easier. Okay, I'm going to call that lined up higher work. What? No fuel fountain. You're lying. You're lying. I mean, sure, I'm a little crooked coming into it, but there's a field there, bucko. You better believe it, son. That's fine. I'll pull you forward and then tell you to go. How about that? How about damn apples? Okay, so they're going to go ahead, get this hole planted. I'm going to move those honey pallets. So we need to hop back into this tractor. I'm going to get this thing fueled up over at the gas station real quick. There's no point in me running it down this low and risking it. Man, it took $277 to fill this thing up. You gotta be kidding me right now. Oh, I'm gonna hit your sign. That's kind of payback for charging me $277 though. Okay, we've got 2 full pallets here and 1 pallet being created. So we don't really have that much for bees, just that one little bee dude. We might get more. Do we want more bees? It could be a possible option. I don't know. I'll let you guys answer that down below. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and wait. We're just going to move these pallets over to the bale barn, and I guess it'll be a bale and pallet barn. All right, I got the second pallet here. It's kind of sort of on the tips of my forks, but it'll do. So we're going to drop it off right in there. Now, the next field that's going to need to get planted is that one right back there. But I tell you what, I think we made a lot of progress here today. I'm really proud of us. Things are coming along smoothly. The next thing we got to figure out is if we're going to be buying any more land or not.